All right, it is time for our Wednesday rankings segment here on the Before the Show, where we go and unpack the top 5 blank, whatever it might be. We started out with our top 5 Disney Channel original movies. We went on to our top 5 Justin Bieber songs. We've gone, through a majority. We did the top 5 cereals for National Cereal Day last week. And we're going to stick with food as our theme for this week because this is National Girl Scout Week. And so we figured, well, as we're in Girl Scout cookie season, I would unpack for you my top 5 Girl Scout cookies. Now, these are going to be a little bit divisive, I can already tell, because I'm a fan of a wide variety of the Girl Scout cookies. And my number one, I know for a fact, is not going to be one that everyone agrees with at all in any way, shape, or form. Nor do I know if they're even still a thing, like if they're still actually being sold. From what I understand, my number one is actually discontinued in certain counties. So some of you may not even know what I'm talking about with my number one, but let's start with the number 5 specifically, and that is the Tagalongs, the crunchy vanilla cookie that's layered with peanut butter and covered with that chocolate coating. They used to be called peanut butter long breads. I feel like they were also called like peanut butter delights or something, but the Tagalongs are super good. It's like the cookie version of a Reese's peanut butter cup. You can't go wrong with a Tagalong. If I were to be approached by, a bunch of Girl Scouts that would sell me cookies and I needed to buy like a certain amount of flavors, this would totally go on the list. Is it my go-to? No, not really. But if I had a top 5, if I had to buy 5 different flavors, this would be my 5th one right there. Tagalongs, you can't go wrong with a good old box of Tagalongs. Number 4 is a cookie that no longer exists at all, and that is the Animal Treasures. This is a discontinued cookie similar to the All Abouts or the Thanks-a-Lots, which I'm not sure if those are still a thing anymore. But these basically were this like shortbread cookie that right below it was a layer of chocolate. So it kind of is like the Keebler cookies that you can get, like the Milanos almost, but they had little animals on top of them. I loved them. I believe the reason why we would always get them each and every year from the Girl Scouts was because my dad was obsessed with them. And so I would end up just stealing half of them in the process. You dunk them in milk and the shortbread got softer, but the chocolate stayed the same because it's just a good old, hard layer of chocolate. Fantastic. Totally my number 4. These need to make a comeback. I think there's a version of them that the Girl Scouts have still kind of kept up with, but man, like the Animal Treasures, they go hard. Next up, our number 3 is one that a lot of people would probably create as their number 1, and that is Samoa's, that incredible vanilla cookie coated in caramel, sprinkled with coconut and laced with the chocolate stripes. Samoa's, you're my number 3. You get the bronze medal in our competition for the best Girl Scout cookies. This is where my big 3, like I would buy 3 different flavors. I would definitely get these 3. It would be Samoa's, and my number 2, Thin Mints. This is kind of a no-brainer. Thin Mints are the OG of Girl Scout cookies. I mean, you can't tell me that there is any other Girl Scout cookie that you think of. Whenever I say the phrase Girl Scout cookies and you play a word association game, Thin Mints is the first thing that comes to mind. 100%. You can't argue with that one. Thin Mints, my number 2, and my number 1 that everyone is going to either agree with or hardcore disagree with. And that is the lemonades. These are so good. Like, you cannot deny how fantastic these are. One of my favorite dessert flavors is lemon. I love lemon meringue pie, lemon cake, lemonade, frozen lemonades. Anything lemon is phenomenal to me from a dessert perspective and a beverage perspective too. So these are a shortbread cookie with lemon icing inside. And again, that great like milk to cookie ratio there when you're dunking this one in a good glass of milk, almond milk, whatever type of milk you're drinking. It's just so good when it softens and then you get that just sweet lemon tangy texture of the icing. It's my favorite. It's my number 1. So again, narrowing it down, my top 5. Number 5 is my Tagalongs. Number 4, Animal Treasures. Number 3, Samoa's, which by the way, the Samoa cereal that they made a couple years ago and the Samoa coffee creamer, bussin'. Number 2, Thin Mints, and number 1, my lemonades. Those are my top 5 Girl Scout cookies. Let me know what your top 5 is right now by dropping it in the chat. Your top 5 Girl Scout cookies on this Rankings Wednesday. That is going to be it from me for the Before the Show. Don't forget to tune in this afternoon. We're giving away those Warehouse Cinemas Leitersburg tickets. We're letting you know about some new contests that we've got going on, like our Throwback Weekend giveaway. We're giving you a Kate Spade handbag and a Crossley stereo system. We've got March Katniss continuing. We've got March Madness tomorrow, so you got to build your bracket to win $1 million, and a ton of other stuff. Like, we've got a ton going on right there on the website. Plus, we're kicking off our Eggs Your House promotion. We're going to be dropping 300 Easter eggs on Easter morning, coming up in just a couple weeks. Yeah, we're just 3 weeks away from Easter Sunday. So let us know why your family is deserving of getting 300 Easter eggs dropped in your yard for your chance to win that awesome prize. Check it out right now over at live967.com. We'll be streaming live here in just a little bit. Thanks for watching the Before the Show. We'll catch you again coming up on Friday for a little trending topic trivia.
Want an extra dose of what's trending in the Hub City and all over the nation?
Give it to me,
Check out Ryan's Before the Show weekdays at 1:30, live on our social streams.